All right. We are live. Okay, so if you're watching this on the replay, I'm going to wait a minute or so to allow people to join. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that like button. Help me out with the algorithm, okay? And that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload new content. Today, I'm going to go over one little topic just because I missed you guys last week. Had a headache. My bad. Okay. But this week, of course, I just had to sit down and I had to talk to y'all. I didn't really have time to film and edit, but this live stream, that's what we're doing. Okay. We got one person joining us. Hello. Oh, more. Okay. So as you guys are joining, please make sure, always roll call. Please tell me where you're tuning in from and what time it is. Okay. We are just in my apartment right now. But I wanted to give you guys a quick update because next week we are going to Lisbon. We're going to Lisbon, Portugal. And as I was sitting on my computer trying to decide, what kind of activities I would do, I thought this would be a good tip to share because I travel solo, but just because I travel solo doesn't mean I'm solo my entire trip. Sometimes I do like to just be by myself and move how I want to move, but sometimes I feel like I need a hug, okay? And sometimes I feel like I need human interaction. So I'm gonna share some tips or some platforms that I use to meet people abroad. So when I went to, hey Casey, I owe you a response on Instagram. I will get to you, I promise. All right, so my little notes, let me pay attention. If you watch the Amsterdam vlog, you'll see that I met with people throughout that weekend, and what I used was the couch surfing app. So when I first heard of couch surfing, I just knew that you crashed on somebody's couch. I ain't about that life. I always did through Airbnb, but couch surfing has a particular feature called couch surfing hangouts, and that's what I use to meet people in Amsterdam. You just click when you're available, and you can create your own little event and say, hey, I would like to get drinks at XYZ at this time. Does anybody want to meet up? And people kind of join your hangout and you can organize through that. Okay. So, and by the way, everything that I'm mentioning right now, this is not a sponsored video. These are just things that I use. Okay. Now this really helps because it's like last minute stuff. Couch surfing really helps if you did not plan anything for your trip. Now with Lisbon, I am going to an event that Thursday for Thanksgiving because I'm going for a Friendsgiving event. And how I heard about this event was through a Facebook expat group. All right. I've always talked about the importance of joining those groups. When I joined one in Korea, that's how I found my job. And then it's just a great place to go and ask people questions. It's a great resource. So the Facebook group that I joined for this one is called Black to Portugal, and they announced their Friendsgiving event. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, yeah, I definitely got to go. So I've been chatting with people in that group. There's also Airbnb experiences. So I'm looking at that for Lisbon as well. I did do one of those with my mother and my aunt in Mexico City. We learned how to make chocolate. So it's like an hour, 90 minutes through an Airbnb experience, and that was pretty cool as well. And there's one in Lisbon that hopefully I can book. I don't know because my dates are kind of weird, but I think it's an Afro Lisbon tour, I believe it's called. So this is just, letting you guys know what I've been looking at as I've been planning this trip to Lisbon. Another tool that I use is TripAdvisor. Once again, another last minute thing. If you're like me and you just are, you just take forever to plan stuff. You're oh my gosh, what is the word? Procrastinator. You're a procrastinator. By the way, I am on CP time right now. I'm supposed to be somewhere. So I just wanted to give you all this information. So if you are a big procrastinator, these platforms definitely help. So TripAdvisor, I use TripAdvisor a lot when I was in Berlin. I think I booked like 2 trips through them. And another one This is good if you're traveling around, maybe for longer periods of time, but Internations. So I use Internations in Warsaw. So that's definitely a good one to use. So yeah, I just wanted to share those 5 little platforms that I use: Couchsurfing Hangouts, Airbnb Experiences, TripAdvisor, Internations, and Facebook. Get into Facebook expat groups, especially if you know that you're going somewhere maybe like a month or 3 weeks in advance. You can, hit people up and say, hey, I'm going to be in your city for X amount of time. Do you have any recommendations and things like that? So this is the approach that I take when I am traveling solo. Okay, so I'm not solo the entire time. All right, so I see that I'll be on here for like another minute or so. If people have any specific questions, I know this is not my usual process, but like I said, your girl did not have time to film and edit this week. Oh, this is what I want to tell you guys. So we are going, remember, me and you, we are going to Lisbon. We'll be there from Tuesday through Friday. And the reason we're not going to stay the weekend, which I like to experience weekdays and the weekend in places, but I've started doing open mic comedy nights here in Warsaw, and there's a show on the 28th, so that's Sunday. So I want to make sure that I'm back in time for that. So that's why we're not staying the weekend, okay? Yes. So that is my update. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into this live if you were able to catch it live. If you're watching on the replay, remember, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and that like button. Help me out with the algorithm, okay? I'm sorry that this was so short, but I got to be somewhere, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right? Bye, y'all. Thank you.